Hello, my Giant supporters out there. Worst case scenario obviously happened. I've been sort of like shutting down the football world because it was extremely hard to watch that Super Bowl, which I barely even watched because my hate inside just wouldn't allow me to. Ugh, my goodness. They living a dream out there. They flying for real. Getting goddamn flies. But we need to pick ourselves up. We've been at the bottom. We've been changing a few things here and there. So that's been good. There's been a few minor position coaches changes, which been really, really good and refreshing to see something different. Not really any changes on a quarterback, but they've been talking about Matthew Stafford. I don't know how that came about. They said before that Cooper Cup was in the market as well. I don't know if somebody picked him up, but how nice would that be, right? Get Matthew Stafford, get Cooper Cup. They know each other. You got Malik Neighbors. I would still keep because I think it'll be way more productive with those guys around him. And Matthew Stafford, as a veteran and a Super Bowl winner on top of that, throwing the ball to Darius Slayton. So I think Slayton should stay as well. So then you would have Cooper Cup, you would have Malik Neighbors. So Cooper Cup is obviously he's been top notch. Not only that, that's a veteran leader for the wide receivers. And then you got young Malik Neighbors, you got young Robinson, and you got young Hyatt even too. Yeah. And you got Darius Slayton. I think I would keep that whole core right there. Because I think Cooper Cup and Matthew Stafford alone, I think, will change that whole group of wide receivers. And I think they'll look so much better than they've been this last year. This last year was horrific in every which way. But I think that's pretty decent. I wouldn't really mind that. Matthew Stafford, you got a veteran. You know he could throw the ball. You know he's accurate. You know he can win. He's a winner for sure. And then you get somebody like Cooper Cup, who's a veteran in the wide receiver locker room. That's just going to enhance the whole offense, put a few pieces. And then, I mean, you could go for the top quarterbacks of this draft as a number 3 pick. You can even, I guess, like slide back if you got Matthew Stafford and Cooper Cup, right? If you could work something like that out. Even if you went back, but I wouldn't even go back. I would get my man's Hunter up there. They saying he's the best athlete, the best player, period. So that's a wide receiver and a cornerback, which we need both of, more of. Then still the question comes to quarterback. So if you're not going to take the top quarterbacks like Sanders or Wards and you're going to go with a lesser quarterback, what they say. You never know. Tom Brady was selected, sixth, fifth round? Like, it really doesn't matter. But I'm saying if we get Matthew Stafford, we can get Jackson Dart somewhere in the second or even down on the first and get more picks for next year as well. And then just start building around that. I think Matthew Stafford is going to be great for the next upcoming QB regardless. I think he'd be the best bridge quarterback you can find out there in the market as we speak. I like Matthew Stafford. I think he'll do just what he needs to do for the last couple of years of his career. And I think he'll treat us nice. I think he'll treat us nice and he'll get our quarterback going. Whatever new quarterback we got. But Eli Manning said Jackson Darts. And just by the name Darts, I watched some highlights. Yeah, the young man, he's tough. He's a tough cookie for sure. He's built tough like Chevy, they say, So I don't know. We'll see what goes on. But I like the Matthew Stafford and Cooper Cup. I don't know if they got him already. Maybe I'm behind. But it's been miserable. What do you want me to keep up with what? With misery? Keep up with the disrespect? Around the freaking league. They talking about selling 10% of the team now. And like the way they write it in the articles is just like, it's so horrific. It just sounds terrible. Like, oh my God, they going. It's like a what they say. We selling everything, like going out of business. You know what I mean? That's how they make it seem like in the articles. Like the New York Football Giants organization is going out of business. That's how bad he has been. But it has been bad, but not that bad. Not to do that. But I also heard that Eli Manning might buy the 10% stake. If he does, I'm all for that. All day, every day.
It's been an honor to be a part of this family, and I hope that I've represented the organization in the way that you wanted me to from my first day to my last. For most of my life, people have called me easy. Believe me, there is nothing easy about today. Wellington Mara always said, once a giant, always a giant. For me, it's only a giant.
He still won't get a say though, because it's not a percentage of ownership that gives you a say. That's all you can say is you part owner, you know. So, but it's been horrible. Forgot about the season already. So, moving on. Let's go, Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp. Bring him in. Bring him in. Bring him in. Because we need to compete like ASAP. And those two will get us competing ASAP. I mean, hopefully Cooper Kupp can stay healthy, but but Malik Neighbors on the other side, like, it'll keep him healthy because it'll be a second option. Malik Neighbors is gonna get fed. Robinson out there, he's gonna, like, there's a lot of players that will be fed if we have Matthew Stafford back there and we had Cooper Kupp as a veteran leader to lead this wide receiver team. Let's go. Let's go, Giants. Let's go, Giants. All my Giant supporters out there, keep your head up. Better days are coming. Until next time, guys, be safe.